From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Goetz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. We're so glad you're joining us. And you know, it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And today we're talking about my favorite topic, which is beauty, because that is my day job as a makeup artist. And so I thought we'd cover some beauty basics. And even when I was kind of going over this, there's still a few tricks that I was not familiar with, Cindy. So I think, even if you're an expert makeup person, I think hopefully you'll learn a few tips and tricks along the way here today. So
it's like any job, do you ever know everything?
No, I know it's evolving, especially in the makeup industry. So I'm curious, Cindy, because, whenever we go to parties, your makeup always looks so good. I know you like makeup. Do you remember when you started wearing makeup?
Yes.
When was that?
Oh, I can't say that.
Well, I mean, were you in middle school, high school?
Oh, no, out of high school.
You were out of high school?
Yeah, out of high school.
Okay. So I was out of college. I mean, I think the most that I probably wore maybe in high school and college was mascara and gloss. That was it. I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, yeah. I actually...
Oh, gosh.
I know. You're going to want to hear this. So I worked in restaurants for years and years and years. And one restaurant, I first went in there, the cook said to me, I don't know, why don't you ever wear any makeup? And I'm like, huh?
Really?
Yeah, I'm like thinking, well, I don't need any.
I know. You still don't. Your skin is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. So he's like, yeah, I mean, all the other ones have all this makeup on. And I'm like, well, I don't really need it, do I? And so that's, I guess, when I really started getting into it.
Wow. Well, I just find it fascinating because right now, most YouTubers, a lot of the makeup artists that you see online, I mean, they're barely 20. A lot of them are still in their teens and rocking out the makeup looks. And goodness gracious, I did not even learn. I was putting it on after college, but I still really did not learn until probably my late 20s what the heck I was doing. So anyway, so I thought it'd be fun just to cover some basics. Some of it you're going to go, yeah, we should know that. But then some you might go, oh, that's kind of a cool little thing, a tip to know. So stick around, you guys. Maybe you'll learn something. Do you have a favorite trick, Cindy, or just a favorite something that you do beauty-wise?
You mean I don't wear face makeup.
You don't. That's right. And you do have beautiful complexion.
I don't wear any face makeup. Yeah. I did a couple of times and I didn't like it. I didn't like the smell. I didn't like the goop.
Yeah.
I never stayed with it. And it was always on your clothes. So as far as eye makeup, which I do, and I think I do a pretty good job of it. I've had a bunch of years of experience. I had a friend teach me it. Is blending is the big thing.
Oh, for sure. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And it's funny, you talk about foundation and you don't like it's goopy or whatever. That's probably the number one concern that a lot of my clients have. They're like, I don't want to feel cakey. And I'm like, okay, I think I can do that, but they do not want to feel cakey. And a lot of times, especially if you're getting makeup done professionally, it can almost be too heavy. And then you just don't even feel like yourself. So
I've had that, people are like, treat me and say, go to, and I'm not calling anyone out, but go to a makeup counter or whatever in a big store or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I don't say anything, and just let them do it. Yeah. And then I look and, and I never look in the mirror when they do it. And then when they're doing it on you and there's like no mirror or anything like that. Ta-da. And then they do the ta-da and I always have to go, and I'm curious as to what, not their motivation, but what their artistic, and it's, not good. No, not good. So anyway.
You're going to make me choke.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have several things. I don't know that we'll get through, get through all of them, but let's just dive right in, Cindy. And I think I knew this, but not technically. So the first one we're going to talk about is primer and foundation. Now, of course, when I was in high school, there wasn't even a thing called primer, in the makeup world. That's fairly new within the last decade, I would say. Oh. But primer. So listen, primer and foundation. So they need to be compatible. And so whether it's oil or water, your primer and foundation should share the same base. Otherwise, they will repel each other and just slide off your face, which is definitely not the look we're going for. Isn't that interesting?
Well, it sounds like regular house paint.
Exactly. It does the same thing. It holds the paint on. So make sure your primer and foundation have the same base, whether it's an oil base or a water base, so that they are compatible. Okay, so disappearing crow's feet. Now, you know, I don't do surgery. People have asked me all the time to get rid of them. I don't do surgery, but there's some tricks. And one way is dabbing a little amount of the primer that we were just talking about around your eyes. If you do that, it dramatically minimizes the appearance of the crow's feet. Because sometimes the makeup and the powder can get kind of caked and accentuate those lines. So the primer actually kind of blurs that. You just put a little tiny bit on there.
Now, my one question about that is it too dry for that eye area? Because that's like the most delicate part.
No, usually primers are very silicone-y. So it's very slippery. It almost feels like an oil, but it's not. Yeah, really good stuff.
Okay.
Foundation application. Do you use brush or do you use fingers, Cindy? Oh, that's right. You don't use foundation. Sorry. Trick question.
The 2 times I did it. Once I did it with my finger, and once I did one of those triangle little things.
Oh yeah, the sponge. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Okay, well, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, putting your foundation on, if you want sheer coverage, use your fingers. But if you want full coverage, use a brush.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right, say no to peach fuzz. What are we talking about when we talk about peach fuzz on the face?
I don't know, the little hairs?
The little hairs on your kind of the jawline. So always apply your foundation, even though you're not going to wear this, Cindy. But for those of you that do wear foundation, stroke downwards when you're putting it on, whether you're using your fingers.
That makes sense.
Yes, yeah. Or whether you're using a brush. If you are stroking up, you know where I'm going with this, all that little peach fuzz is going to stand up. And it's going to accentuate that makeup. So that's not the look we're going for either. So
and people have it.
Oh, yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I've taken a razor to that. I'm like, there's no point. And it's total myth that it's going to come back like a beard, for heaven's sakes, right? You don't see a beard, do you?
I'm not saying nothing.
Don't say anything.
No, I'm saying nothing.
Okay. All right, let's talk about concealer, every woman's best friend.
Yes.
So most of us are used to applying concealer right under the eye, kind of making a little circular motion, right under the eye. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that, but if you really want to get your extra benefit from the concealer, you actually want to create a V under the eye. So instead of a half circle or like a half moon under the eye, you would actually draw a V. So the bottom of the V would actually kind of touch your cheekbone, and then the 2 tops of the V would actually kind of go on either side of the eye. So there you've got 2 V's. Anyway.
And why do you do that?
It gives you a better I hate to say contour to the face, but it's kind of highlighting. So it's not just under the eye, but it's actually kind of highlighting this part right under the eye, which gives you a more youthful appearance. So
if it's a semicircle, it's just not using enough area.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
there's nothing wrong with it, but you can take it the step further and make it a V. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So listen to this. If you look at your hand right now, Cindy, what color are your veins? Tell me what color they are.
Blue.
Blue? Okay. So concealers of various colors are used to cancel out flaws on your face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like to call them erasers. So you have different colors. You have green that cancels out the redness.
Okay, I've heard of this.
I think of that as Christmas, green and red. So that'll be easy to remember. So the green cancels out redness, like if you've got rosacea, even a pimple. Okay, lavender cancels yellow discoloration. So maybe you've had surgery and that bruise is kind of turning into yellow. You can actually use lavender to counteract that. Peach, okay, I love peach concealer. It's probably my favorite. Cancels blue tones, okay, which is where we see most of that, like under the eye circles,
right? Yeah.
Or bruises. So if you find yourself without the right color, Cindy, this is really cool. You can mix eyeshadow, okay, of the color you want your concealer to be with your normal concealer.
Oh, so if you just use your eyeshadow.
Yes, if you've got a peach color shadow, take a little bit of that, mix it with your concealer. Now you have a peach tinted concealer. Now, I have not done that. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a artist palette.
Right?
Yeah, that works.
So, okay, so back to your veins. Yeah. So, you know how we used to be like, oh, what's your tone? Are you warm? Are you neutral? Are you cool?
Yeah.
Remember those days? Like, it was a big deal way back. Everybody's like, are you warm, neutral, cool? So listen, there are 3 tones: warm, neutral, cool. It's important to find makeup products that have the same undertones as your skin. Okay.
Oh.
An easy way to tell which tone you are is to check the color of your veins. Okay, so if you have bluish or purplish veins, and you said you had blue, right?
Yeah, blue.
You have a cool tone.
Oh, I want to be cool.
You are so cool.
I am.
If they appear green, you have a warm tone, okay? And if you have trouble telling, you're probably a neutral tone.
That makes sense.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
But green, do you need to call a cardiologist?
You have more issues than your skin tone, right?
Saying. Uh-oh.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have not tried this trick, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this works. So have you ever no, never mind. You don't use foundation. Blush under foundation. So
I don't do blush either.
yeah, you just have great color in your skin, Cindy.
Okay, I'm not trying to make it that way, but I have done it, but yeah, go ahead.
So actually applying the blush first and then the foundation over gives a more natural glow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right?
Yeah, it does make sense.
I like that idea. So
my hair is like a mess up here. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Who says no to shimmer blush? Okay, for those of you that have large pores, okay, pimples, or other kind of like troubled skin, do not wear sparkly blush. Okay, that's like a whole disco to everything that you don't want to be highlighting on your face if you're using a shimmery blush. So if you have large pores, pimples, or troubled skin, stick to a matte blush. Okay,
and is that timely, the sparkle blush? Because I thought to me it sounds like it would be for like maybe 20 years ago. Or
no. Believe it or not, like I buy a lot of product from MAC. Oh my gosh, there's this beautiful. They're very shimmery, but they're not. They're not prom. Glittery like, but they've definitely got that. So you just need to look for the ones labeled matte. So, okay. DIY bronzer. I could so see you doing this. So if you, don't want chemicals in your products, you want to go all natural, you can actually create your own bronzer right from out of the kitchen, except for my kitchen. I have nothing in there. Okay. But maybe if we went to your kitchen, we could create it. So are you ready? Here's what you need.
What do I need?
I know.
What is it?
I should have you make it and put it on
smell
next
good?
week.
Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so you take some cinnamon, and I love the smell of cinnamon.
Yeah.
So cinnamon powder, cocoa powder. So you're gonna taste good too.
Yeah.
So nutmeg powder.
Okay.
And mix with some cornstarch, and there's your bronzer.
That makes sense.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then I'm sure you can kind of play with the different, like how much more cinnamon if you want to be more bronze. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It's probably pretty cheap, huh?
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You can be your own pie.
I mean, I spend $30, $40 on a bronzer. I think I could probably get some cinnamon, cocoa, and nutmeg.
So,
cheap.
okay. right. Okay, so is that like the bronzer that you do on your skin, your shoulders, your legs?
Yeah,
it is.
Your face,
yeah, I'm going to try that.
So, cinnamon powder, cocoa powder.
I got to write this down.
Yeah, cinnamon powder, cocoa powder, nutmeg powder, and mix it with cornstarch. And there is your bronzer.
I was thinking you were going to say baking soda, but cornstarch is better because it's finer.
Yeah,
it's finer.
Yes,
yeah.
Silkier. Yeah. So how about that? You guys can all do your own DIY bronzer. Okay, instant eye lift. If you want to create a lift to your eye, there's a trick you can do. You can take highlighter, which is something super white or light, kind of like a concealer looking thing, but very white. And you actually put it right above the curve of your brow, right above it, where you kind of raise the brow. It's right above it, right above the pupil, above the brow. Do a few dots, blend it in, and that highlight brings your eye up. So when people are looking at you, they look kind of up. So, yeah.
So it's going to draw their attention above your eyes so they won't stay focused on a droopy eye. Right. Did I say that politically correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
well, we're not talking about anybody specific. So there we go. All right. So back to kind of one of the things we were just talking about with eyeshadow, kind of blending in with the concealer. Eyeshadow can do so much, Cindy. Eyeshadow. So you've probably done this. So,
I love it.
So this is one of the most versatile products in your makeup bag. So eyeshadow can be used as blush.
Yep.
Okay. Bronzer.
Oh.
Highlighter. And even to slightly alter the color of course, your base makeup items like the concealer we talked about.
To tint it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right?
I'm with it.
So it's kind of like the lipstick thing back in the day when they were using lipstick for blush and then lipstick, you could use eyeshadow as, blush and shadow and highlighter.
We used to do it like here and like on the top of your nose in the wintertime with the lipstick. It was so silly. But you were so white, you know what I mean? Like stark white, so you wanted some color.
All right. So, gosh, we're running out of time. Scotch tape to help you with your cat eye. Have you heard of this trick, Cindy?
No, what's a cat eye?
The winged eyeliner.
Yeah, I don't.
So what you do is you take a piece of Scotch tape and you're going to put it, lay it right where the top of it goes from the corner of your eye to the end of your brow. So it creates a line, and then you just draw in with your probably liquid or gel liner. Draw in right along it. It's just like paint tape. It's like paint tape.
Oh, and then like frog tape. I love it.
Yeah, and then you pull it away, and then you've got this perfect line.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I've already learned, Cindy, you got to kind of put it on your hand once or twice and pull it so that it doesn't hurt when you're actually pulling it on your eye.
Because I'm thinking,
Yeah, you grimaced a little bit. You're right.
Yeah. I don't like.
All right, one more tip before we go, and I have to say I've not tried this, and I'm a little scared to even tell you guys because it could be a disaster. But anyway, thicker lashes. A lot of people like to have thicker, bolder lashes. Well, I do false lashes for most of my clients, but if you're home and you don't want to do false lashes, you can actually. So you put one layer of mascara on, Cindy, and then you dust. You've probably heard of this. You dust your lashes that are freshly coated with mascara with baby powder. And then you apply a second coat of mascara. So then you've got this buildup. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a trick for everybody. It could be a disaster. If you try this, don't call me if it's a bust.
Don't call me if it's a bust.
Don't call. This is not my idea, but I was fascinated by it. Anyway, you guys, we have to go to a station break. Stay with us. We're going to work on this, maybe our DIY bronzer. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Who's got time to clean? When you need it clean, call Germ Wizards LLC. Using the most up-to-date equipment, Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal to discuss details directly with your cleaning professional. Visit GermWizardsLLC.com. Make dust disappear with Germ Wizards.
Hello, this is Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. All of our offices are scheduling appointments for in-office services, but you can get that little yellow sticker quicker by using our Express Lane. It's fast, convenient, and free when you pay with an e-check. Renew your registration on our website and select Pick Up at the Tax Collector's Office. Order before 3 p.m. and you can pick up your little yellow sticker on the same day. Order at irctax.com. That's irctax.com.
If you want a home that has the style of the coast, come to Sunshine Furniture during the Tommy Bahama and Lexington half-price spring home event. Now until February 28th, you save 50% on all bedroom, dining room, media, office, and occasional furniture with fresh finishes and rich textures made from materials that reflect the essence of coastal living. At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is also filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture from Universal, Hooker, Riverside, Four Seasons, and Capri. We are the outdoor furniture experts and have the largest selection of patio furniture anywhere. Visit Sunshine Furniture now during the Tommy Bahama and Lexington half-price spring home event. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are 50% off. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Also, don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street.
Cindy Goetz, she totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Goetz.
Cindy Goetz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey guys, we're back on Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach, and I'm Cindy Goetz, your host. We want to do a shout out to Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always having us on air. They are our exclusive sponsor, and if you need to buy or sell a home, you can find them at 772-231-4712. You can also find them at sorensenrealestate.com. And they've been family owned since 1978. They know this area. They love this area. They're happy to take care of you. And of course, you can always call our girl that is with Dale Sorensen, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828. Your realtor for life. She'll take good care of you. And of course, we always want to do a shout out to Varietals and More. Varietals always takes care of our beverages for the show. And they're right there at 54 Royal Palm Point here in Vero. They are amazing, wonderful. Every time I go in, they've added more gift items to buy. So it is a great one-stop shop for wine, cheese, crackers, little hostess gifts. Just a great store. So go see them, Rob and Michelle at Varietals. And we're wrapping it up with beauty basics today. And I think Cindy and I both are most excited about this DIY. Are we going to look like an old, movie trying to dust on some dirty bronzer, I think? Or are we just going to look like we rolled in the back of our yards or something?
You know what? I don't want to date myself, but it definitely sounds like a 70s or 60s kind of a thing to do when we were making our own. Were you ever, I know you're younger than I am, did you ever wear, I remember the one look, it was during the Vietnam War. And it was like kind of a pre-goth kind of thing. Now, I'm not going to say what grade I was in, but I was in a fairly youngish grade. Okay.
Okay.
And we had I didn't wear it, but black eye makeup and white lipstick, like we were dead.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know. Now, I will say what I did see in my makeup early future was the dark lip liner and almost white lips. Remember that phase?
I never saw the dark lip liner, but we had white lipstick.
Oh,
yeah. It was
well,
thing.
Things always come back around. So thanks, Cindy. Now that you put that out there, white lipstick is going to be coming back.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of lipstick, if you do want to make it stay longer, Cindy, and I know you do love lipstick. So if you want that to stay longer, dab a little of your powder, like your face powder, onto your lips after applying your lipstick. You can also use an eyeshadow. There goes our multi-purpose eyeshadow. Okay. And if you use a shimmery eyeshadow, it'll actually highlight a little bit underneath that lip. So
makes sense,
right? So you can layer it with a powder, and it'll really stay a lot longer. Lip liner. apply it after the lipstick if you're feeling a little inadequate about your lip liner situation. Put the lipstick on first, and then it'll show you the line. So easy peasy. But you know what, guys? You're all beautiful to us, right, Cindy?
Yes.
But
we say yes.
I still want you to hire me. So you guys make it a beautiful day. We love you.